Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to a game that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I was having trouble finding the time. Now that I have Dragon Age out of the way, I'm going to get started with this one. This is one of my favorite games. It's actually the first Bioware game I ever played. I played it on the original Xbox. I didn't play it on PC back in the day. I've actually never played through it all the way on the PC, so I'm kind of excited. I did some modifications to the game to get it to run in widescreen. I mean, kind of helps it out a little bit. Unfortunately, the cutscenes are still a problem. They just really don't look good. Let's go with a custom character here. The faces are pretty limited in this game, unfortunately. Who are we gonna go with? I guess that guy looks alright in the portrait. He looks kind of stupid in the model, but we'll go with that. Alright, so what are we going to be going for? We're going to be a Jedi eventually in this game. Spoiler. I'm going to go with some charisma and intelligence. We have a lot of points to spend, so I'm going to try to spread them out. I'm going to put quite a few into constitution and a little bit into dexterity. Not as much into strength. We're going to go mainly with intelligence and charisma here, because charisma I always find to be useful in RPGs. Whenever I can use it, I like to try, and we'll go with dexterity for that. I don't know what the ultimate build is or anything like that, and I don't really care. That's the build I'm going with. Now as far as this goes, we're gonna put points into persuade here. Computer use is useful. I'm also gonna go for security. Can't put any more into security. I don't really use stealth ever. Awareness is okay because there's mines and stuff, I guess. How many points is this costing me? Just one. What else have we got? We got demolitions we could do. Let's do repair as well, I guess. And then finish off with demolitions. Are kind of spread too evenly. I don't know if I like that. Like master of, let's take that out of that, put that into that, and we'll call we'll call this good. Let's do that, and go into feats. Let's see here, armor proficiency light, okay, that's all good. So what do we got that's actually available to unlock still? We have heavy weapons. We got dual weapon fighting. I'm gonna go with dual weapon fighting because that will be useful either with blasters or the lightsaber. Now name, that's kind of stupid. I'm just gonna go with a random name. The first one, that Thresho, is kind of good. Jack. Just trying to find one that I can live with here. They've gone around in a circle here, kind of, haven't they? Daresh, wow. Some of these names, man. Lendon Bale. You know what? I like that one. We're gonna go with that. Now, there's a few reasons that I'm playing this on PC rather than on Xbox like I had previously. By the way, the cutscenes are not going to be upscaled at all. They're pre-rendered, so they're just going to look like they looked. There's not really anything I could do about that. I had to actually do some tweaking to get this to run in widescreen. I'm running it at 1920 by 1080 resolution, actually. I'm going to put a link in the video description to a website that will explain how to do that, because I don't want to answer questions on how to do it. It's not a very complicated process, but I don't want to answer individual questions. It's easier if you just go to this website. It has links to any of the files you'll need and stuff. So I'll just leave that at that. Now, the cutscenes are going to look pretty terrible, and there's not really anything I can do about that. I had to do some more tweaking to get them to run, because it was trying to run them in 1920 by 1080, but they're pre-rendered, and it was just not displaying cutscenes. They have a solution for that if you have that problem, if you modify the game this way too. So definitely just read through that if you're interested in getting the game to run at a better resolution. This is the Steam version that I'm running, and I really didn't have any problems getting it working correctly. I know some people have problems. I'm running Windows 7 with a Core i7, and I don't remember what my graphics card is, but it worked fine with Windows 7, so I guess there are hardware combinations where it doesn't work right. Now, I ran through this game probably more than almost any game in my life up to that point. Actually, definitely more than any full game, not like counting Mario or something like that, Super Mario Brothers 3 or whatever. But yeah, it kind of starts out with an awkward tutorial. The combat system is really weird. It didn't seem that weird to me at the time, but now that I've played more RPGs, I kind of got a feeling for it's kind of an odd system, but it works for what you need to get done. So, alright, let's get into it here then. There's our character in his skivvies. Yeah, the scar I'm not a big fan of, but or the soul patch really. Generally, I'm not a fan of any of the faces in this game. I think they all look pretty stupid.
We've been ambushed by a Sith battle fleet. The Endar Spire is under attack. Hurry up, we don't have much time.
Well, I mean, the Bastila and stuff are better, the models for them. Who are you?
I'm Praskieva, ensign with the Republic fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now
Makes
hurry
sense.
up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive. Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really. But she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission.
You don't need to tell me what I did.
Good on that oath. I heard what everyone's saying about you. You've explored the farthest reaches of the galaxy. You visited planets I've never even heard of. People with your skills and abilities are hard to find. It's no wonder the Republic recruited you for this mission. But now's the time to prove yourself. I know you're a scout and not a soldier, but Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
We got this. We'll help Bastila.
Hurry up and grab your gear. You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Now, just because I played through this game doesn't mean I'm going to remember everything. The controls on PC I find to be very weird, too. And it's really hard to get a gamepad to work with it, from what I understand. It's probably possible, but I looked into it a little bit, and it looked like more trouble than I was really willing to go into, because I played around with it a little bit just to make sure that it was going to work, and it seemed to work okay, so we'll just stick with what we got here, and we're done with that. Cool. Look how stupid we look.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together. You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
And unfortunately, yeah, I know how parties work. Unfortunately,
the attack, this room is in lockdown, but don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
Alright, that's fine. Now, unfortunately, I can't really get the text any bigger on the subtitles, so hopefully they'll be good enough. I know it's going to be pretty small when it's actually up on YouTube. We need to move this guy out of here so we can actually go over here. Alright, do your thing, man.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
I got this. Oops,
what?
Maybe I don't got this. I thought I was going to have to actually switch back. Yeah, I understand.
This is Carthel Nassi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
Alrighty, let's do this, man. So, I'm probably going to be interrupted like a bajillion times while I'm trying to get through this, but the main point I was trying to make is I'm going to forget things. Sorry about the small text, and he's going to hack this door.
That door is locked.
I know.
I don't have the codes to open it. Switch me to the party leader so you can use my security skills to slice into the access panel and open the door.
I was actually just trying to do that, man. So, there we go. It's going to take me a little while to get used to these controls. The camera control is really weird because there's no pitch in it. Like, it doesn't go up or down or anything. It just kind of goes around the character. It's odd.
It must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
And combat in this game works in a really strange way. Combat is paused. I mean, it's almost a combination of like a Final Fantasy system with a more modern Western system, like in Dragon Age or something like that. You queue up moves here, so let's go ahead and get our target selected. This here is our queue of movements. We don't really have a lot of different options available here. Yeah, I know, thank you. So yeah, we really don't have a lot of different options available at this point. You just unpause combat and you pause it again, but you don't have direct control over your character in combat at all. It's all just dice rolls. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I said at the beginning of this video though, when I was playing this game back when it came out, I think I played it like a year or so after it came out. Actually, I didn't play it right away, but it really didn't seem that weird back then. But I was younger and I didn't know as much about games. The games have changed a lot too, so it's always a little weird to go back to old games and deal with their weird systems sometimes. But it's still a pretty awesome game. It's one of my favorites ever. And I'm pretty excited to be actually playing through it again, because it's been a really long time. And like I was saying earlier too, I've only played this on Xbox. So the reason I chose to play it on PC here, obviously, is that the resolution can be made higher. You can make it look a lot better, and the loading times and stuff and lag, as far as I remember, on Xbox were pretty bad. So it's a lot better to be playing this on a more modern PC that can, you know, you can probably run this on anything now. The Xbox version looks like crap, pretty much. Also, the Steam version is really, really cheap. I think I've seen it on sale for like $2, but I got it for $10 when I bought it. So I mean, that's not bad. Probably wouldn't find a good copy. Let's use a grenade actually here. You probably wouldn't find a good copy for that much money that's like not all screwed up and stuff on Xbox. So you can't really beat that. Well, I'm mostly remembering how this all works. Nice if we get a hit. The dice rolls get a little frustrating just because look how bad he misses. I mean, that's accurate to Star Wars, I guess. People in Star Wars are just all terrible shots, or blasters are just wildly inaccurate. I'm not really sure which one, but so I mean, it captures the feel of Star Wars in that way. They're like the worst shots ever. Alright. I'm going to be looting probably most of these guys, just because at this point we don't have a whole lot, and definitely use some of this stuff. Oh, what's that sound? Sounds an awful lot like a lightsaber. And this game was weird too, because I remember I was all excited to play as a Jedi. It takes a little while before you're a Jedi. It definitely takes a while. And I remember this battle seeming a lot cooler than it does now. Let's look at it.
Jedi. This light is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
Yeah. Pretty action-packed. Oh, that sucks.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, they could have used her help.
Yeah, that would have been nice. What a convenient shame that is. You know what? We got another grenade. I don't even care. Have fun with that, man. I don't know if it's going to kill your friend or not. Yep, killed your friend. That scream seemed like especially loud. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I don't really care. I'll use some grenades up. And aw, no lightsaber. Why does it still say remains over there? I guess it doesn't now. So there is nothing to loot down here, so I guess we're just going. Aha! Missed this guy. Oh boy, a med pack. How exciting.
The bridge is just beyond that door. You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon too. Either that or I'll have to stay back and use my blaster.
Alright, we got this. Let's do it. I gotta remember how to do this. There we go. So we'll give him a long one on this side and a short sword on this side. Swap over here, and we'll give him that because he's useless really either way pretty much, but at least that way he's got a little bit more use. Vibro braids are weird to me. Just like, it always seems very odd in Star Wars that people use metal swords. And it's the way that they explain how lightsaber, you know, like lightsabers are too dangerous for people to use and stuff.
They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the Endar Spire into galactic dust.
That's true. This ship is really spiraling out of control. Look at that. It's ridiculous. I don't know what sort of inertial dampers they have or whatever in Star Wars, but they seem to work pretty good because we're not affected at all by the ship. Look at that. That would be horrible. Anywho, we got some remains over here somewhere. Where are they? It said remains. I swear I saw it say remains. Or is it? Doesn't matter. And I don't really want to be using these right now yet, so let's go ahead and get some of these going here. And it really doesn't matter what I give that guy.